Na 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 Batman. Yeah, I didn't have anything else for an intro, so let's do this. Batman! And yes, that's the 1989 Batman. Welcome to my Batman marathon. For all you that are new to this channel, I tend to do these kind of things. When a new movie that belongs to an already established franchise hits the theater, I like to marathon through all the previous installments or incarnations in order to give you my general take on the entire franchise. For example, last year I did that with Jurassic Park and Terminator. And now that Batman v Superman is upon us, well, let's take a look at all the Batman movies, shall we? And yes, I'm starting with the Tim Burton movies. I'm sorry, I will not be able to review the Adam West one. Seriously, I wouldn't even know where to find this piece of shit. So let's do this. Batman came out in 1989 and was directed by the one and only Tim Burton. The film stars Michael Keaton, Kim Basinger, and Jack Nicholson. The movie tells the story of Bruce Wayne, he's a millionaire and his family gets killed, which is a very crucial event in his life. Angry and unwilling to let the pain go, he decides to become, well, a superhero. Yes, he soon dresses up like a big bad and decides to take on the criminal underworld of Gotham City. Now, Batman is a classic among classics, and it's really hard for me as a reviewer to review this movie with objective eyes, but I will give it a shot. First of all, this movie was spectacular for its time, because back in the days, Batman films were pretty much pow, poom, pang, puff, and a joke. No, this movie took the character of Batman way more seriously than anything we've ever seen on the big screen or the small screen before. He was this dark mythological creature. He didn't say a lot, and a lot of credit goes to not only Tim Burton's terrific direction, but Michael Keaton. And funny enough, many people didn't think that Michael Keaton had it in him to be the Caped Crusader, because he was a comedian, and they were like, no way Michael Keaton is gonna be a convincing Batman. I think there was even a petition to get rid of him. Well, now most people consider him the best incarnation of Batman, so shame on you. Now I have to be honest with you guys. I am a hardcore Christopher Nolan Batman film fan. But when it comes to atmosphere, Tim Burton just owns it, seriously. Gotham City is almost this mythological place, and I love the fact that Batman doesn't talk that much. I mean, yes, in the Christopher Nolan movies, every character has like a speech, and sometimes it comes off as unorganic. Really, it seems like they have a speech prepared, like Batman talking about his philosophy, the Joker talking about his philosophy, Alfred talking about his philosophy. No, this movie doesn't do any of that. There's this one scene where Batman drives Kim Basinger to his secret Batcave and no words are spoken. It's just atmosphere. The fantastic score by Danny Elfman, which by the way is one of the greatest scores ever in movie history. And you're like, oh, that's Batman. That's fucking Batman. And I love it when a movie can do that. Convey feelings without having the characters say anything. Just make use of filmmaking to tell the story. Because actions speak more than any words ever. Yes, that's just the reality of the situation. However, now let's get to the negatives, because this movie does have a lot of give and take, and it didn't age as well as I was hoping it would. My main issue with the movie are actually the characters. I mean, nothing against Bruce Wayne and Batman. Michael Keaton owns the part. He's perfect as Batman. As perfect as you can get. Yes, you don't really see how he became the Caped Crusader. There are no training sequences, but you just assume, well, he did that. But let's take a look at James Gordon, for example. He's in the movie, and the movie would be no different without him, because he's pretty much an extra. And you're like, wait, James Gordon is important to Batman lore, and you even have an actor in the movie portraying him, and he's just, well, he's a cop. That's that. The same goes for Alfred, and I love the way that dude looks, but again, he's just a butler. I never felt like the strong connection, the father-son relationship between Bruce Wayne and Alfred Pennyworth, and that shouldn't be the case, because they are pretty much family to one another. And let's get to the Joker. And I can already tell that I will get a lot of hate for this one, but it is the reality of the situation. I love Jack Nicholson, and I always loved him as the Joker when I was younger. And now I sort of have mixed feelings about him, and let me tell you why. From the moment he actually becomes the Joker, I love him. He's crazy, he is the Jack Nicholson version of the Joker, and I think he does a fine job. But what I hate, and I really mean that, hate about the character of the Joker in this movie is the fact that he gets an origin story. Yes, we find out his real name, his motivations, and the fact that Batman threw him in an acid bath, turned him into the Joker. I don't want to see that, and here's why. Because the Joker is all about unpredictability. That's the character, that's the wild card, you know, the one guy that you can never trust, that not even the villains in the Batman universe trust, because that guy is fucking insane. And yeah, that sort of ruined the mythology of this great character for me. However, Tim Burton being an extremely visual guy, this movie is extremely well directed and also makes use of a lot of amazing props and practical effects. I mean, Wayne Manor never looked better. The Batcave, oh my god, that's the fucking Batcave right there. The movie was revolutionary for its time, and had I reviewed this film in 1989, it would have probably gotten the gold medal. Now that we all grew older a little bit, and now that we are used to a grittier Batman and a more realistic Batman, I gotta say that Batman gets the silver medal. It's still an above average movie, especially for its time. And if you have not seen it, go check it out. However, if you're used to Christopher Nolan Batman movies, you might be disappointed because it's not as realistic. It's still in the realm of comic book movies. So Batman, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then just subscribe.